Hello and hi, welcome to Yedidia Shofet.net and welcome to the Halcha of the week, week number 10. So this week's question is a threefold question. The question is, Rabbi, I had a baby boy, Mazal Tov, and this baby boy was born on twilight between Erev Shabbat and Shabbat, meaning it was born at Friday night at twilight. When do I do the Brit Milah? Because we all know that you wait 8 days to have a Brit Milah. So for instance, if it's Monday the baby was born, then you wait Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and boom, that's it. 8 days exactly, inclusive. So what do you do if the baby is born on a twilight? Now why is that a problem? Because according to Jewish law, the day begins when? The day begins at nighttime. The day begins when the sun sets, now the next day begins. Not at 12 midnight, but when the sun sets, it's the next day. So those moments of twilight, where the sun has set technically, but there's still a 12-minute like lighting period, in which that everything, that's why it's called the twilight zone. That's why everything, it's either dark, it's light, so you don't know what it is. So when do you do the Brit Milah by then? Let's say the baby was born at Monday at twilight. When would you do the Brit Milah? So according to Jewish law, since it says in the verse that you have to do the Brit at 8 days and no less, so we always push it off to the next day. Meaning that if it's at twilight of Monday night, you do it on Tuesday. You understand why? Because if it was the next day, meaning if it was Tuesday and you do the Brit on Monday, then you only waited 7 days, and that doesn't go in accordance with the pasuk. But if it's at twilight and it is on Monday or it's on Tuesday and you do the Brit on Tuesday, nevertheless you still have waited a complete 8 days. Even though it could even be 9 days, but still you have waited those 8 days, and now you can do the Brit. So now the question over here is, it's Shabbat. You're not sure if it's Shabbat or not. Do you do the Brit on Shabbat or not? Because why? Once again, the kid was born between Friday night and Shabbat. And the fact that he was born between Friday night and Shabbat, it's a twilight zone. So normally by the twilight zone, you push it off to the next day. You consider it as it's the next day. However, the possibility over here is that next day could possibly be Shabbat. So the thing is, you don't know if the baby was actually born on Shabbat or not born on Shabbat. So in order for you to do a Brit on Shabbat, it's not 100% if that's the actual 8th day. So according to the halacha, in order to make sure that the only reason why you would be able to do a Brit Milah and do all the surgical, whatever necessary surgically on the 8th day, is because it's on Shabbat. According to the pasuk, it says even on the 8th day, you can actually desecrate the Shabbat in order to do a Brit Milah. But since over here we're not 100% sure that the 8th day is actually Shabbat, we push off the Brit to Sunday. So if the baby is born on a twilight between Friday night and Shabbat, you push the 8th day to the 9th day for Sunday, so you don't have any problems with that it's less than 7 days, that it could be a possibility on Shabbat, and that it's more than 8 days for the baby's Brit. If you have any questions on this, it may have been a little confusing and technical, but this is the halacha, and everything was thought of in these halachot. And of course, I would like to hear any comments that you have. I wish you a beautiful day, and of course, I'll see you tomorrow for Jewish Wisdom.